Hi there. Welcome for Time for Twos Online with me, Mrs. Ferris from Wood Library, and my friend Shrinking Violet. And Violet's the one who came up with today's theme. Is that right? We're going to have stories about gardens. So let's get our first story. It's called I Have a Garden. It's written by Bob Barner. He did the illustrations too, and is published by Holiday House. Look at all those pretty flowers. I have a garden. I have a frog in my garden. I have a bird in my garden. I have a chipmunk in my garden. I have a bug in my garden. I have a bee. I have a butterfly. I have a snail. And I have many flowers. This garden is all for me. No, this garden is for all of us. We have a garden. And there are those flowers again. Well, shall we do a finger play? Not about gardens. I don't know if I know any, but we could probably do one about, well, there was a frog in that garden, so could you get your 5 little frogs ready? And get your log ready for them to sit on? I've got 5 green and speckled frogs who sat on a speckled log, eating some most delicious bugs, yum, yum. Now one jumped into the pool where it was nice and cool. Now there are 4 green speckled frogs, glub, glub. Now 4 green and speckled frogs sat on a speckled log, eating some most delicious bugs, yum, yum. One jumped into the pool where it was nice and cool. Now there are 3 green speckled frogs, glub, glub. 3 green and speckled frogs sat on a speckled log, eating some most delicious bugs, yum, yum. Now one jumped into the pool where it was nice and cool. Now there are 2 green speckled frogs, glub, glub. 2 green and speckled frogs sat on a speckled log, eating some most delicious bugs, yum, yum. One jumped into the pool where it was nice and cool. Now there is 1 green speckled frog, glub, glub. Now 1 green and speckled frog sat on a speckled log, eating some most delicious bugs, yum, yum. He jumped into the pool where it was nice and cool. Now there are no green speckled frogs. Well, let's have another story about how you get a garden. You have to plant a little seed. This book is written by Christensen. She did the pictures, and it's published by Roaring Brook Press. Does it look like they're ready to plant there? Let me scooch over a little bit here. No, it looks like it's still winter outside, but they're planting. They're looking at some seed catalogs. We plant a little seed or 2 or 3 or 4 or more, and then pat the soil, warm in the sun, and water, and wait, and wait, and dream, and dream, and wait some more. And one day, at last, a tiny sprout, then 2, then 3, then 4, with stems unbending toward the sun and small leaves stretching skyward. Look how happy they are that their things are growing. Greening, growing up and out, spreading roots way down below. We water and weed and dream and wait and dream and wait some more. Some plants grow up. That's a sunflower. And some grow down. Do you recognize those? That's a carrot, some beets, and a radish. Some grow fast. And some grow slowly. Until, surprise, a yellow bud, a white bud too, growing to bursting in the sun. First the bud, then the flower droops and falls, and soon the fruit begins to grow. Our garden sings with buzzing bees and rushing leaves and cawing crows, with gentle rain and whirring wings. We water and weed and dream and wait and water and wait some more. Oh, look at the corn coming. And the sunflower's taller than he is. When the fruit's the perfect size, we munch it warm right off the vine. Sweet and sharp upon our tongues, we hold the taste of summertime. Looks like she's having some cherry tomatoes. And he's having some peas right out of the pod. Days and weeks and months pass by. The moon grows huge and bright and gold. Crickets chirp and geese honk high. All are singing, harvest time. That means it's time to pick everything. We gather in our garden's gifts to pickle, bake, or freeze, or dry, then cook a glorious autumn feast, soups and salads, cakes and pies. We boil or bake or simmer slow. I wipe my hands and close my eyes, inhale the garden's rhapsody. We cook and wait until it's time. Looks like they've got a pie and a salad. They're boiling some corn on the stove and some soup, and I'm not sure what that is. We gather those we love the most, then pile the harvest table high and sing a song of gratitude for seed and soil, rain and sun, and all the springtimes yet to come when we, can you guess? Well, we'll plant a little seed or two. They have a nice big garden there, don't they? And they talk about some of the things that you need to remember when you're growing your own garden. Nice. All right. Well, let's see here. Do you know what they call a garden where you plant all of them? They call it a garden bed because that's where the seeds and the flowers and the vegetables and some of the fruit, that's where they go to bed and live, right? So why don't we get our bed ready and have our monkeys jumping on it. I've got 5 little monkeys who were jumping on the bed. When one fell off, well, he bumped his head. His mama called the doctor, and the doctor said, no more monkeys jumping on the bed. So 4 little monkeys were jumping on the bed. One fell off and bumped his head. Well, his mama called the doctor, and the doctor said, no more monkeys jumping on the bed. That means 3 little monkeys were jumping on the bed. One fell off and bumped his head. Well, his mama called the doctor, and the doctor said, no more monkeys jumping on the bed. That means 2 little monkeys are jumping on the bed. One fell off and bumped his head. So his mama called the doctor, and the doctor said, no more monkeys jumping on the bed. So that leaves one little monkey who was jumping on the bed. When she fell off, oh, she bumped her head. But her mama called the doctor, and the doctor said, "No more monkeys jumping on the bed." Well, we have one more book, and this one is a color book. It's called Planting a Rainbow. Look how pretty all of those orange flowers are. But we're going to have other colors too. This is written and illustrated by Lois Ehlert, and it's published by Harcourt. Every year, Mom and I plant a rainbow. In the fall, we buy some bulbs and plant them down in the ground. We order seeds from catalogs and wait all winter long. Those are all flowers. We wait for spring to warm the soil and sprout the bulbs that we'd planted. And then it's time to go to the garden center and select some seedlings, some things that are already started to grow. We sow the seeds. That doesn't mean you stitch them. That means you put them in the ground and set out the plants in the soil. So these are the seeds, and these are the plants that they got from the garden store that were already started. And we watch the rainbow grow. And grow. What color do you see here? Orange and yellow. And what about here? Blue and purple. Let's go through a little bit. We have some red flowers and orange flowers and some yellow blooms. We just had the daffodils here. We grow something green and some blue flowers and some purple flowers too. All summer long, we pick them and bring them home. And when summer is over, we know we can grow our rainbow again next year. I bet that would be pretty to see. Well, can you wiggle your fingers and wiggle your toes? Wiggle your shoulders and don't forget your nose. Can you wiggle both your elbows and slap your knees and stretch your arms way out? And let's get ready, please, for our flannel board story. And I thought this one started for us already. This is called 5 Spring Flowers. Should we count them? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 spring flowers, all in a row. The first one said, "We need rain to grow." The second one said, "Oh yes, we need water." The third one said, "It's getting hotter." The fourth one said, "I see some clouds up in the sky." The fifth one said, I wonder why." But then, boom, went the thunder, and crash went the lightning, and the springtime storm was oh so very frightening. But the flowers weren't worried. Oh, no, no, because the rain, let's put some raindrops up here. Yes, the rain helped them to grow, grow, grow. And you'll see lots of growing outside if you go out and take a walk, whether it's around your house, if you have a garden, or take a walk around the neighborhood and see how many pretty flowers you'll see as you go along. Well, those are our garden stories, handpicked by my favorite flower, Violet. Thanks for joining us, and we'll be back with another Time for Twos Online next time. Bye-bye.